welcome back to Over the Glass. I am your host, Jay.
And I'm Ness.
Okay, so we start out with checking in on Hannah and Garrett, and they're broken up, but they can't stop thinking about one another. And I just have to laugh at the condom on the nightstand for Garrett. This is such a man thing to do. And we see them going through the motions. We see that they have memories of each other in their day to day, even though they're far apart. They can't get away from thinking about one another, your class, potential to run into your ex. And then Hannah's at the diner, just going through the motions, getting on with her life. She goes to take an order at one of the tables that she's taking care of, and they're acting very weird.
So strange.
They're like, no, we all have girlfriends, so don't hit on us. And I'm slowly trying to figure out what happened. Some information got sent across the campus, got put on blast. Hannah is not aware of it. There's some rumor, maybe. And then Sean walks into the diner looking for Allie. He's really starting to miss her. Then he tips off to Hannah a little something, something. And Hannah's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Then we see her storming into the locker room. And why does she do this? Why do you think it's just like, yeah,
she's in a rage. She's not thinking.
I guess so. And then she is welcomed with a room full of dicks.
The closest
because
shot really
naturally it's a men's locker room. They're not expecting a woman to just come walking in unannounced. Of course, they're butt naked.
I don't need to see that. I didn't consent to this.
I mean, she's furious. Like, did Garrett say something? I'm gonna go confront him.
Right.
But think it through, woman. Come on.
Dude, there was someone outside trying to stop her too. Like, I don't think you should go in there. She's like, I don't care. Gotta go talk to him. Only to be surprised by butts everywhere.
No, not just butts. Full frontals.
Yeah, that wasn't fun for me.
What do you think is going around? Did Garrett say something?
I don't know if he would. I think she's gonna blame him because it probably has to do with the two of them, or maybe how they broke up. But maybe it was what's their name? Jules, the one who runs Fifth Line.
Yes.
Maybe they added a little something in there to get back at Hannah. Not get back at Hannah, but like because John Logan has a crush on her, and they've seen how, I don't know. I
was trying to ride your theory there, but then you lost me because I didn't see why Jules would be involved unless somehow Garrett said something to them. We know Garrett won't even tell Logan what's going on. I'm wondering if maybe Garrett is just leaning in fully into, I'm just this awful person, might as well just be awful. Right. Maybe he is thinking about what Delaney said, that she's a liar, this and that, and then he's thinking, yeah, sure, whatever. I'll just ruin her life because she's ruined my life, even though it's not really Hannah's fault. It's your dad. But yeah, I guess we'll find out. So Hannah is confronted with Dean, unabashed, to show
in
her
all his glory.
Goods. I mean, one of the teammates did say this is a men's locker room, or was it Dean? One of them said it is men's locker room, and I was just like, that right there.
Why are you still here? Step outside.
If you are that uncomfortable with all the dicks in the room, there's the door. No one's stopping you from walking back out of here. And then Garrett comes down the hallway. He's in a suit. Probably, maybe he went to talk to some official about something. We know from the game he beat up Delaney. Maybe he has some follow-up stuff, disciplinary actions, whatever. Walks into the room. Hannah starts throwing accusations at him. You did this, what, blah, 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 whatever. Doesn't seem like he's involved. And he says, Hannah, you can be with whoever you want to be with.
And then she calms down and she's like, oh, okay. Yeah, it just seems to be a big misunderstanding in the locker room. I think Dean is the one that said something like, oh, if anyone tries to go or date Hannah now, he'll Garrett will probably lose his shit. And the young guys kind of misinterpreted that, like, oh, we got to stay away from her, make sure everyone knows not to go after her. And so that's how that spread on the fifth line. So they talked to Jules or whoever. And that's why the guys at the restaurant were scared to talk to her.
Glad we cleared that up.
So silly.
So Garrett was in an NCAA hearing for further disciplinary actions. And it is brought up that Garrett participated in a Bruins practice, even though it happened after they had done the practice and he was just there for just additional ice activities, not officially participating in any way with professional athletes. But the NCAA board says, well, this is not necessarily clear to us. It's just what you're saying. We don't know that you didn't actually participate in this practice. This video was posted on your social media. And then as a consequence for that, the Briar University hockey team has to forfeit all the games that they had played up until this point, putting them dead last. Garrett silently freaking out as he's hearing this ruling. He speaks with his coach after the game, and the coach basically tells him, I need your head in here. I need your passion. Like, where are you? Are you serious about this? I need you to figure it out.
How hard is it to call the team and ask them, hey, did you actually have him practice with your team, or was this just shooting the shit? Isn't that part of your job? You just want to
move the story along.
I don't like it. Be thorough.
It's like they have a vendetta against this guy. They're trying to find that one last thing that they can hold against him.
He's not his dad just because he fought one guy once.
Maybe they're not Bruins fans.
Oh, yeah. That would make sense. Not a lot of people are. That's so harsh. 17 losses instead of the 13 wins, whatever they had. I'd be pissed.
Really makes me wonder, okay, on the hockey side of things, is there going to be some miracle ending where they somehow go the next, I don't know how many games, and then find their way into the playoffs, and then they hoist the cup at the end? Like, what is the direction for the hockey team now? As part of the storyline, where is their happy ending?
Do they have to play without him for the rest of the season in order for them to win?
Well, no, but my thing is, okay, hypothetically, if there's less than 40 games in a college hockey season, and they currently are dead last, they've lost all their games. Even if they win all the next 15 or so games, I'm just wondering, what is the direction for that part of the storyline? I'm sure this is not the most important part of the story, but for me, I'm like, but what about the hockey team? Because if Logan's already freaking out about what scouts think of him, how he can better his standings of getting on a team and getting the looks that he needs, how does this make it any better? Right now they're exponentially more fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if they have to play without Garrett. Right. Him being their captain, they're one of their star players.
Right. Well, the thing is, if he doesn't clear this up with the Bruins thing, I don't know if he will be able to play, because they said that basically they rostered an ineligible player, which is why they're giving them the consequence of starting over from, you get 17 losses now. So either he like I think this is what the coach was kind of trying to allude to, is like what kind of hockey player you want to be. Like what do you want to do about this situation, right? Like, are you going to clear this up, or are you just going to quit hockey? You know?
Mm-hmm. What will you do, Gerrit Graham?
Let's find out.
Just gonna beat up more people?
Hell yeah. Just kidding, don't do that.
Logan, Tucker, and Dean are having it out in the living room, trying to figure out how they salvage the rest of their season and make the Frozen Four. And I start thinking maybe this is when Logan will shine. This will show teams what a great asset he could be and why they should have him on their team. Logan says, we need to bring in someone new. Because there's no Birdie, the guy that got concussed in the last game. They need defense. We are familiar with that. And Logan proposes that they bring in this kid that was at tryouts, Hunter Davenport, to which Dean shuts it down. Doesn't want to hear any more about it. What is going on with you, Dean? Why don't you like this kid?
What did he say to you? I'm just curious to see where this goes. They're going to try to get one of the rookie. I'm assuming a rookie, because they said he's not ready. So Dean, instead of wanting to get this Davenport guy in, he's like, I'm going to get Rogers ready because he doesn't want to play with this other guy. So they're going to try to figure it out on their own. I'm still curious to see how Gerrit's going to step up in this situation, because it is your fault. Do something. Be a man. Take accountability.
Hannah returns to the apartment where Allie has been chilling, doing something on her laptop. She's getting text messages from Dean. She is on the fence about whether to call it off with him, but she can't commit to this. She says one thing, she does another thing. Hannah comes into the apartment and is just talking about how all the things that she's had to take care of, they're all done, and yet it doesn't seem like a relief, to which opens up the conversation. Allie comes over to start giving her advice, and then alludes to Allie's been doing a little something to help her get over the breakup of Sean. And this is when she finally hints a little bit of what she'd been doing, but is still not 100% honest with Hannah. Hannah says, oh my God, you've been having a fling. You didn't tell me. And I'm like, yes, she has not told you. And then to which Allie says, no, it's not a fling. I've just been single. I've just been hooking up. No relationships here. And I had to go look up the definition of a fling, because I was thinking, I think you're kind of just saying the same thing, but okay, I can kind of see maybe where there's a difference between a fling and a hookup, because a fling is a brief, casual, and usually non-committal, intimate relationship, centers primarily on physical connection, fun, and enjoyment without long-term commitments, deep emotional investment, and expectations of leading to a formal relationship. So, I mean, a hookup could be the same thing, but maybe just the span of it. Maybe hookup is just one and done. I don't see you ever again for the rest of my life, versus that's not what she was doing with Dean, though.
Right.
If we're going off of fling definition, she was definitely doing a fling, but telling Hannah, no, I haven't been doing something that could potentially turn into a relationship. I've just been one and done.
But that's not true, and we know that. Mm-hmm. This girl's just lying through her teeth. She's definitely been having a fling. She doesn't want to tell Hannah because she's a little ashamed of it, right? Because she got, quote unquote, got over Sean very quickly, and she feels guilty about it. I think she likes Dean too much to even want to consider it a fling. I think that's what she's torn about, is that she doesn't want to fling with Dean. She wants more, and she's too scared to admit that.
So she can do hookups like we saw at the bar. She can knack on someone and get on with the rest of her life, but she can't do this in-between thing. It's either full full-on committal, emotional, deep physical connection with somebody and monogamous, or make out with you in the bar.
And that's
and
it.
Then goodbye.
Just make out. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. So the scene ends with Dean texting her like, hey, I just got the worst news. Come over, please. I need to get my mind off of it. What are you going to do here, Allie? We all know.
She's going to come through his window. Is what she's going to do.
Can't stay away.
Allie is so funny. She makes me feel normal.
Why?
Just because that whole scene after she crawls in to Dean's window in his room, Dean's thinking, yeah, we're gonna get it on, and I'm feeling this, oh god, she's gonna bring up something serious, she's gonna break up with you, something. And she was trying to figure out, like, why are you doing the things that you're doing? She, like you said, she didn't want it to be a relationship. And I feel like she's trying to get him to stop going in that direction, because she does want to be in a thing with him, but then also doesn't, for reasons that I'm still trying to figure out.
Kids are silly.
Garrett is at the rink, maybe just trying to get some stuff off his mind, but he's definitely thinking of Hannah, thinking the person that is up in the media booth or whatever it was, thought maybe she's here. Nope, just a janitor. Hannah's at home. And then eventually they're both on social media, looking at each other's accounts, hesitating to reach out, considering looking at each other's stories. And I'm thinking, either do it or don't do it. Don't half-seas, because the person's going to be able to see who looked at their stories.
Well, there's ways around that, actually.
I don't think they're aware of it. And I'm like, don't half-seas press on it. Commit or don't commit.
I'm the type of person, my curiosity gets the best of me. I'm gonna like figure out a way to be able to see it without them knowing that I saw it, Don't give them the satisfaction.
So curious about what the other's doing right now, just wants to be back in their life. And then Garrett goes back into Hannah's feed, sees this reel of her playing a song, and he decides, I'm gonna show her I'm still here, I'm still thinking of you, little like.
So annoying, because he broke up with her. What are you doing? Get away. And
Hannah's like, oh, and then no, I'm gonna put my phone away.
Because
I didn't see it.
That's what I'm saying. Don't give him the satisfaction. Because she could have easily went like, oh, well, he's liking my stuff. Let me go check his stories, He wants something
new phone, who dis?
Man, just get back together already. Y'all are annoying.
We finally get some information on who Hunter Davenport is. Apparently he went to school with Dean's sister. Maybe something happened and Dean is not too fond of Hunter. But you know what? I kind of like Logan's energy. He's tired of everyone's shit, especially these folks like Garrett, like Dean, who are just bougie, full of money, don't have to worry about the direction of their pro careers. He's like, no, you're in the way. I need to get shit done. My life is on the line here. Get it done, Tucker. Get the guy. I'm with you, Logan.
He's such a bad teammate for that.
This is all temporary.
Man.
He's like, you know what? You guys are my bros, but then at the same time, you're not thinking of me.
That's true.
I need to think of me. Logan needs to think of Logan.
I guess. I don't like it, though. He's messy.
But then I will say, if he's going to be on the defense and he has to get paired with Dean, yeah, that could get real ugly. That wouldn't be some good chemistry.
Right. Because they're saying he's good, and I think Dean is in the top pair, and so they're probably going to end up having to play together. That's not going to go over very well. See, you got to think of these things.
Toxic locker culture.
Doesn't get things done.
I'm still in Logan's corner, though. Logan's got to do what Logan's got to do. Maybe he wouldn't be a very good coach if he doesn't consider these things, but they're in their senior year. This is his last opportunity. They're dead last in the standings. Doesn't have a whole lot of time left.
Yeah, I guess.
Everyone's got to put their shit aside. I don't care about your personal stuff. Once you hit the ice, all business. All hockey.
Are they mature enough to do it, though?
Do your shit, Logan. I'm rooting for you. I'm back on your train.
All right.
We are sponsored by DraftKings. It all comes down to this, a best of 7 battle, and DraftKings has you covered every step of the way. The DraftKings sports app is now available in all 50 states. It includes all markets, sweat every shift of the series, all in one place in one app. New DraftKings customers sign up with code THPN, spend $5 to get $200 in rewards within 21 days. That's code THPN in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours.
With DK Sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 1-800-MY-RESET. New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, that text pass-through may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Void in Ontario. Event contract trading with DraftKings predictions involves risk of loss. Sportsbook bonus bets expire in 7 days. $50 in predictions dollars issued weekly for 3 weeks expire in 1 year. Redeem one non-withdrawable reward. Availability varies. Predictions offer void in New York. Ends June 28. Terms at dkng.co/audio.
Hannah finally tells Allie, the air can come back in the room now. We can breathe. The weight on the shoulders. And Hannah is playing a song that she wrote when she was in high school, draws Allie from out of her room. They sit near the window. Hannah starts testing the waters a little bit, starts tiptoeing over. We learn that Hannah has told Allie about it, just indirectly, has removed herself
the third person
from... Yeah. Correct. She's removed herself from the engagement and says, I had this friend. And I can definitely see this direction that Hannah went into, where you're wanting to open up, but you're not prepared to have it attached to you, to have that person, the way that she said, I want to tell you this thing, but I don't want you to look at me any differently. I don't want you to feel this or that. I want to be the person that is your best friend, that and I don't want this piece of me to make you run away. Allie says that friend was you. Well, I knew that all along. Mm-hmm. And that's okay, because you're this girl that it's in your song. You're this girl who was in that situation. But all of this is basically trying to say that's okay too. I still love you. You're my best friend.
It's so sweet. All of this comes from the fact that Allie hears her playing and singing this song, and she's like, oh, this is beautiful. Like, where is it from? And that's where she tells her, oh yeah, this is a song I wrote in high school. I just haven't been able to write since this incident that she finally tells her about. And Allie's a sweetheart. Obviously, she kept the fact that she understood what Hannah meant by her friend going through this thing. She's like, that's you. And didn't want to make a big deal of it, because it is it is a big deal, but you can't really force that information out of someone when they're not ready to talk about it, right? So, what a friend. I ship them. I'm just kidding.
If things don't work out with Garrett and Dean.
Right. Hannah did say, and I quote, "You are my favorite person ever." Listen, you're halfway there.
And I can see why Hannah waited so long to tell Allie, not because she was wanting to keep the secret from her best friend, but she's on a journey to heal herself. And also with that happening in high school and then her in college now, it's like you're in college, doesn't seem like anybody she knows from high school has followed her to that college. It's a way of you to try and create a new life for yourself and leave some of that stuff behind. So detaching herself from that storyline by sharing it, but having it be in the persona of, oh, this happened in someone else's life that I was a friend of. So sharing some parts, feeling it out, but not having it be part of this new life that you're trying to build for yourself, and hoping to get away from that unfortunate experience. But as we know, stuff like that follows you no matter how hard you try to remove it from your life. And with somebody as close as a best friend, it's so healing and a weight lifted off your shoulders to finally be able to tell that person, and then also get away from the fear that Hannah had mentioned. I don't want this to change how you look at me. Mm-hmm. Because she's told people in the past, and then where are those people now? She doesn't want that happening with someone who is her favorite person.
She needs that support. She's been looking for it, and like Allie's been there, but she hasn't known if she would be like her rock through this. So I can see why she was hesitant. On a less serious note, I think I'm starting to become a little bit disappointed in the direction she's going with the songwriting for this showcase, if she's still doing it, because I was hoping that she would write a whole new song, but right now it's looking like she's going to be using the song that she wrote in high school and she's going to bring it out.
Well, I guess we'll see, but I didn't get the impression that she was going to revise this song, resurrect it. But I mean, I guess if she does, like, okay, but I don't see that when you do the showcase. And yeah, you bring up the showcase when in the previous scene, when she came back into the apartment, she said it's all done. And I was like, what about the showcase? Are you still not working on your song? It's not all done yet. How are you going to pay for college?
Write a new song.
All right.
Hockey's so gay.
If we're shipping Hannah and Allie, I'm shipping Garrett and Logan.
That was so passionate.
No, kiss.
Got you this close to his face. Yeah, you do.
So we learn that Jules has been pulled in to help Hannah complete this song, even though Hannah is not in the showcase anymore. She tells Garrett that she has dropped out. And Jules kind of gives Hannah some insider information of Garrett's going through some stuff. So she goes out to meet him. And Garrett is a mess. He's trying to figure out the direction he should go in. Should he fight this? He's thinking of quitting. He's not sure why he even plays. His coach tells him he's got to love it out there, and he doesn't think he loves it. Hannah reminds him that he had told her once that he would be so happy if he didn't have to play anymore. And yet, where is he at this moment? He is still coming to the ice, still skating around, can't get away from it. And then Garrett, spending more time with himself, starts going through the memories on the Fifth Line's Instagram, sees a positive moment on the ice with him and Logan playing. And then we have to revisit the moment where he is filled with rage. He goes at Delaney, but who is there to bring him back to earth? It is Logan, his best friend. Finally tell this man, for the love of God.
Tell him you love him.
Tell him, and then make out, have a passionate night together. Oh, is that just me? My bad.
No, not just you. I'm right there with you.
This is the alternate ending that I don't think we're gonna get.
This is not a heated rivalry, but like it's heated, you know, like
it is passionate, it is fiery. It is a story that we need that we won't get.
Yeah. Well, there's always fan fiction.
I am going to look up how many fanfics have been written about them, but feel free to continue your thoughts.
Yeah, I just thought it's Garrett is, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about his character, okay? Because like he has his good moments, he has his dumb moments, and then like why does
he's trying to figure out who he is?
I get that, but it seems like he can't do that without Hannah. Like Hannah is figuring out who he is for him, you know?
He needs that person who gives two shits about him on a very deep level, who he hasn't had in his life. And while she should not be the sole bearer of all that, I'm hoping that the little sprinkling of advice that she's offered him, he will then finally bring Logan in, share this part of himself, and then he'll realize, oh, I just need to open up more. And then when you have those people in your life and they give you strength, then you will able to move forward with things without having to, God, go through these exhausting motions of just aborting everything in your life.
Yeah, well, I mean, I get it, right? Like, you're having a crisis, you're doing the thing you love, you like royally fuck up and you fuck it up for your teammates, and then you're like, man, maybe I'm not actually cut out for this life. So you know, he's having his quarter life crisis. Like I think I'd also be questioning if I want to stay in hockey at this point. It feels like everything's against me, and yeah, whatever. So I probably need a moment to kind of sit down and figure out, like, do I want to continue? Do I want to put in the effort to work things out, or should I just quit and find something else? Like, what is the universe trying to tell me in this moment, you know? Garrett's universe happens to be Hannah, and Hannah goes ahead and gives him the advice that he needs. So I think he's going to realize that he wants to do hockey. He actually does love the game outside of, you know, being forced to do it as a kid. And
so I looked it up.
Oh, fan fiction?
Well, the top two are, of course, Garrett, Hannah, and Allie Dean. But third runner-up is Garrett and Logan.
Absolutely.
But it's their relationship as it is in the show, which currently has 43 fanfics written. But then there's an additional tier of them together.
Okay. That's the one we should be reading. Just for curiosity.
We need more people to offer their gems in this direction.
Yeah. Well, so after he remembers that John Logan was the one that pulled him off of Delaney all bloody and whatever, he kind of has like this epiphany or whatever, and I think he's gonna try and make amends with him now, because he's like, oh man, he has been there for me and I've been such a dick.
If we want to call it amends. My head's in the gutter. It's all downhill from here. It's all downhill from here.
Come back to reality.
I guess so. I guess amends.
I want to pull you out of that rabbit hole real quick.
No, I'm lost. Don't send the life raft. I'm good.
I'm happy here.
Swimming with my little floaties. I'm just fine.
Oh my god. Let's keep watching.
It's finally happening. Garrett is finally gonna tell Logan everything. Everything, get it off your chest, man. Tell him he can take it. But we don't get to see it because they had a huge makeout scene afterwards.
No.
We just didn't have time.
This misinformation. Spoilers.
Look, I've seen the deleted scenes. We
Spoilers,
just
it gets hot and heavy.
That's for another show. That's for the spinoff. But congrats, Garrett. You finally tell Logan, and I'm sure he handled it very, very well. He's like, finally, my best friend is opening up to me because I know something has been going on. And hey, Jess, whoa, tell me. And he finally does. And I love that for Garrett. We love that for Logan. I don't blame Logan for not poking the bear anymore. He's like, you know what? I already tried. You don't want to tell me. You can get on with my life. I'll wait for you to figure it out. And then he did. And then Garrett comes around and he's like, thank you for pulling me off of him. And now I see that you are worthy of my story.
It took all that for me to realize you are a worthy friend and boyfriend. I mean, yeah, so he finally tells John Logan. I really wish we could have seen that conversation because I wanted to see Logan's reaction and how well he handled it, but we don't get the privilege of watching that conversation. I'm sure it went well. And then the scene cuts to Dean talking to
Bo.
Thank you. God, it's episode 8 and I still forget everyone's names. And he's like, hey, I have a secret. Like, can you keep secrets? He's like, yeah, go for it. And he tells him, like, I've been hooking up with Allie. He goes, what's the secret?
Shocking.
He's like, oh, you already knew? Like, yeah, I have eyes. I was in the car with you for 8 hours. I could see what you guys got going on. I'm not dumb. And so Dean finally admits to somebody out loud, even to himself, that he, in fact, has feelings for Miss Allie. We called this from a mile away, like 10 episodes back. From the moment they laid eyes on each other at that party and were dancing, we knew this was going to happen. Dean finally catches up, and Bo is telling him, hey, it sounds like you don't actually want to sleep around with other people, and you probably should tell her how you feel before she goes and sleeps around with other people. And, like, you know, man up. Do the thing. Tell her how you feel. So will he? Well, we'll find out.
That's some good advice. I'm wondering if these conversations are really happening with like college boys.
Probably not.
Yeah.
My girlfriend's sister is in college, and it doesn't sound like these conversations actually happen between these kids.
Things that happen when you write when women write books about men.
It's true. It's what they want to see.
So let's see what Dean does. Dean's calling Allie, but Allie's a little busy right now. She's got eyes for that guy that she made out with at the bar, and you are totally checking him out, and she is considering her plans for later.
Ridiculous.
Will she? Will she not? Either way, Dean who?
Poor Dean. She got her claws hooked at him. Just
too
for her to
late,
be like,
Dean. You're too late.
I know.
And then we make our way over to the locker room. The coach is prepping his team to get out there on the ice, and in comes Garrett. He basically tells his team, hey, I thought as captain I need to do all the things, and then I take it out on you guys. But the reality is I love this sport because of all of you. But in particular, if you heard him say you play for the guy on your right, who's playing on Garrett's right? And then
his
for
boyfriend.
all of your brothers. And then we see Garrett gives Logan the C to play as the captain for the team in his absence. And I'm like, he's giving him his letter, just like in high school when you give your the girl or the boy that you're seeing, they get to wear your varsity jacket.
Stop. Garrett has a speech. I don't know if it was very motivational, but I think it was more romantic than anything. Giving the the letter to Logan. All the guys are behind it. It's his way to apologize. Everyone takes it fine. It's his way to tell his coach, like, I still love this sport. I'm still in it. And then they go out to play. Now what?
Right. How much longer do we have before the cliffhanger? I'm starting to wonder where we're gonna leave off at.
We're running out of time. Happen. I need to hear Hannah's song. Show me that.
Yeah, we need a little bit of that. We can't wait until next season to hear it.
Like hockey sounds.
Get this nasty taste of yellow haze off my tongue. Like,
ew. Oh no, it's the yellow rain. Like pee?
Needs so to be funny. Flushed. Needs to be flushed down the drain. Hannah is inspired. She was starting to make music in the air, and then I've got it. I've got a winner. Now I need to go to my teacher and be like, my bad. I know, like, I completely unraveled, dropped out, and now I'm here saying, my bad. Sorry about that. Can I come back in? And of course, he totally gets in. He says, well, we can't formally put you into the program, so you better hurry up and just get out there now. Here's your opportunity. The boys are out there playing their hockey game. Garrett is in the stands. He's kind of squirming in his chair a little bit, maybe a bit uncomfortable with, like, I'm up here. I should be down there, or should I be down there? Like, is this where I should be? And then as the game goes on, he starts getting really into it. He starts talking to himself like he's down there, talking to the boys, pass it here, no, stop here, blah, blah, blah. And then goal after goal, he gets really into it. Logan scores his goal, looks up in the crowd, and Garrett's like, that's you, man. And I'm
that's
like,
my baby.
That's for you. That's my man.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And after the game, Dean calls Allie and says, hey, you know, I want you to come out. I've got something I need to tell you. But Allie's up in her hot and single world. She slept with the guy that she met at the bar. Doesn't give two shits to get his number. What's your name again? Who cares? And Allie says, no, actually, you need to go tell Garrett that Hannah is about to play her song. She's at the showcase. This is a big deal. She needs all the support. You need to get him out there. So Dean's on mission. He says, hey, change of plans, or whatever plans we've got going on. No, we're heading over. We're going to go support Hannah. And Garrett's like, wait, how do you have this information?
He's like,
what happened at the end with Garrett and Logan? I'm making up my own fanfic in my head. I'm completely forgetting like what's actually canon.
So Garrett didn't want to go because he's like, what if she doesn't want me there?
Right.
And then Logan's like, what are you talking about? Of course she wants you there.
He's like, grab face, shake you, but not really. But he wanted to do it. It's just like, shut up, go. She wants you there. But if you don't want to go,
that's fine too.
We can make other plans. No, that's not what happened. That was the fanfic I was writing in my head. But they are off to support Hannah. I'm gonna go see her in the showcase.
This is what I've been waiting all season for. Show me the song.
I didn't think that's the direction she was going to go into, like rhythm-wise, like genre-wise. Like, I can dig it. It's definitely exponentially better than Yellow Haze. And from what I gathered, it's kind of a mixture of her bringing in her past and then the future part of it, and then the future being she's got heart eyes for Garrett. So I know we tried to make prediction a couple episodes ago of like what the song would be about. Turns out it's a mixture of the two things: her trauma and her relationship with Garrett.
Yeah. Did I like the song? It was okay.
Yeah, it's not in my top 10, but it is better than Yellow Haze in my opinion. And Tucker is totally the president of the Hannah Wells musician club because he was in it. He was dancing to it. He was feeling it.
I love Tucker. What a supportive guy. I think it sounds like she had a lot of fun writing the song, adding the hockey sounds to it, doing her little vocal loops and whatever guitar parts she's adding in there. Witty. If she actually wrote this, right? Like her character. It seems like she had a lot of fun with it. She was able to I think she just took the lyrics from the high school song, right? So she was able to workshop that, whatever. I think this is where I have to suspend belief a little bit, right? Where she just finished writing the song, she books it over to this thing, is like, I have to perform it at the showcase. Has not practiced it, has not performed it once, has not really like planned out how to go about it. She just dives right in and it works out perfectly. But whatever. Will she win the showcase? I don't know. It's pretty poppy. From the beginning of the season, we're told that she writes more classical stuff, or like she's learning more classical music. And so this is way out of her area. This is very poppy. So I think mission accomplished. Like she was able to do the thing.
I don't think it's a winnable. If I was on the panel, I mean, we haven't heard the other ones. Maybe they're atrocious. It definitely felt like it was a little, obviously the inspiration is there. I love the uniqueness of it, but it wasn't my favorite song.
Yeah, right. I think I'd have to listen to it again.
Right.
There was too much to look at and to listen for and wait. So I'll have to listen to it again, see if it grows on me. Right now, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it wins her the showcase.
It's a wonderful starting point, Hannah, dear. I'm happy that you're finally opening up, and let's work on it. Let's workshop it a little more. Garrett is outside of the music hall to greet Hannah and to basically confess that he wants to be more like Hannah. The fact that she was out on the stage pouring her feelings out and making beautiful music. He wants to work on himself. So, and also wants to be with Hannah. And then they get back together, which I guess makes sense because I thought this might be the cliffhanger part, but I guess we need to have the happy ending, right? But then the Hannah, Allie, the hockey team, they're all at the diner celebrating, hanging out. Dean finally tells Allie he wants to be with her because he likes her, and Allie is freaking out going, no, but you were supposed to do the thing because I did the thing. Oops.
So now Dean's feelings are hurt.
And then they're trying to figure out, but who was it? And in comes
the mystery guy,
who we didn't realize was Hunter Danforth because he's going by an alias, which Allie did say a couple of episodes ago that it sounds fake.
It's true. I forgot what name that he gave her.
Something Saint blah blah. He maybe dated Dean's sister and he just doesn't like how she was treated. And now he has slept with Allie. And they are having it out in the bar. And while I did say a little bit ago that Logan needs to go do Logan things, I mean, I still support him in the direction of he needs to better the team, but
John Logan needed to sit down and have a conversation with Dean and be like, why don't you like this guy? Because I'm going to call him up anyways, instead of doing him dirty like this. Because what the hell, man?
Okay, as a Logan apologist,
tell me.
Dude's got a lot on his plate right now. He's trying to make sure that his future is secured. Garrett wasn't talking to him, his bestie. He's trying to save this team. He doesn't need to sit down with everybody and be like, hash out your problems, because everybody needs to get on the same page. Could he have? Sure. But everyone's in their own heads. Everyone's in their own, Dean could have come up to him and told him too.
I guess that's true, yeah. But man, now look at all this drama. Dude, our jaws dropped when we finally figured out who he was. He walked through the door, we're like, oh, that's Davenport.
My jaw was on the floor. Finally, we put two and two together.
What a plot twist.
Allie, look what you've done. Not only have you not told your bestie this entire time, your bestie opened up to you, and you have yet to tell your bestie.
No, let's not blame this on Allison.
She's gonna have to come clean. To Miss Hannah.
She was very clear in telling Dean that she wanted to go out and have fun and to do this sexy homework, to sleep with other folks. She didn't know that he had a rivalry with this man whose name she didn't know. This is not her fault. This is Logan's fault for bringing him into this vicinity.
I'm not putting it all on Allie, but Miss Allie hasn't been entirely honest with everybody. She has been saying it, but then not saying it.
Yeah, I guess.
That's just all.
Don't come for my girl.
You can have your girl, okay? Just don't put it so much on Logan. Logan's just trying to survive in this world.
Anyways, I guess that's how it ends.
Yeah, that's how it ends. We got our cliffhanger. Allie has slept with two people who absolutely cannot stand one another, and now they're on the same team together. How will the Briar University hockey team make it into the Frozen Four with this toxicity now that has entered the locker room? How are you going to do it, Captain Logan?
This is your doing. Fix it.
What will Garrett do about his situation?
Right. We forgot about that.
All these questions that need answers that we will find out sometime next year.
Yeah. They're barely filming right now. Man. This is
it looks like I looked up the projected airing of season 2 for both Heated Rivalry and Off Campus, and it looks like it's around the same time projected.
We're gonna have to plan around that.
Yeah, we might be pretty busy next spring. All right, that's it.
We did it.
I enjoyed myself. I got invested.
Like our telenovela. There's so much drama.
Till next season, I guess, for the pod and for Off Campus. So
yeah, we'll be going on break for a little bit.
Well,
thanks for joining us. I hope you guys enjoyed. Had fun.
Have a good summer, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye.
Hey, well, that's the end of the episode. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube, and follow us wherever you get your audio podcasts. Also, help us gain more visibility by leaving a 5-star rating. We truly appreciate all the support. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you at the next puck drop.